please welcome the Vice President of Archives and Exhibits here at Graceland, Angie.
Hi everybody, how's everyone doing today? Me and Tom just finished a 3-hour tour of Memphis earlier. Did you have fun?
We had a lot of fun, and we have a lot of people here that were on the bus
tonight. Yeah. So a lot of times I'll bring big boxes out and show lots of good things, but not everything good has to be in a big box. This time I have a small box that my staff lovely put a tag on that says fan celebration. We've been busy. I don't know how many of you guys had a chance to get over and see our new exhibits that we just opened for Elvis Week. One of them is the Red Living Room from 1974. And then the other one is an exhibit about Elvis's manager, Colonel Tom, and it's based on the book that is just coming out by Peter Graham, The Colonel and the King. But here, we'll save these for last. What I have is a few documents. First, I'm going to give you gloves. There we go. And some for you, so you can share. You guys can take some of these. Yes, and walk them around. It's good to see them. So as we were going through and we were looking for documents to put in the Colonel exhibit, we came across this interesting contract. The contract is actually dated. What's the date? Can you read that?
May 19th, 1956, yeah.
And what is it? It's with who?
May Axton, Tommy
Durden,
Elvis Presley, Kenneth Burns, and Henry Haynes
for the song.
for the song Hartford Hotel.
So this is the actual original ink signed 4-page contract for the publishing for the song Hartford Hotel.
Wow.
And the interesting thing about it is that it's typed in the name of the song as Heart, H-A-R-T, Break, B-R-A-K-E, Motel, M-O-T-E-L. And it goes on to say that Elvis was going to get 3 cents per copy of each and every regular pianoforte copy thereafter, and 3 cents per copy for each and every dance orchestration thereafter, published and sold by and paid for the publishers in the United States and Canada. And the last page, you have the ink signed signatures of, you've got Kenneth Burns, you've got Tommy Durden, May Axton, and Elvis signed in red. We'll let Dean take this one around.
That looks so cool. Wow.
I mean, it's just amazing that, like, Heartbreak Hotel, I mean, that's like one of the first steps. Like, if that had never happened, well, we wouldn't know the song.
Yes, exactly. I mean, it's quite, and it was interesting because we were just going through files and we came across it and I saw it and I was like, okay, I'll put it aside. And then I went, wait a minute, that's a Heartbreak Motel? And it was just so fascinating to see, and then it was ink signed, so it was really cool to find it. So, this is what they call a counter check. And so this is actually made out to, it's from the National Bank of Commerce, and it's out of the Presley payroll expense account, and it's made to Colonel Tom Harper in the amount of $947.71. And in the notes typed in, it says, for 25% commission and royalty earnings for phonograph instrument sales, RCA phonograph total earnings were $3,798.85. And the date is January 5th, 1956. 5th, 1956. And it also is signed by
Elvis.
You're holding a check that Elvis signed.
Oh my God.
Tracy.
She is. She's
Hold it
shaking
up.
up here.
I was born 4 years later.
Tom was born 4 years later. Would you like to show this around, Tom?
This is my birthday, January 5th.
Oh, pictures? Yeah.
Paper and wrote on it.
shaking.
She literally is shaking.
Literally shaking.
You sit next to me? Okay, so this is a telegram. So back in the day, before Texas, before instant messaging, there was a such thing as Western Union telegrams. And whenever you would send a telegram, the person sending it got a copy as well as the person who received it got a copy, so you could prove what you said and things like that. So this actually is coming from the Madison, Tennessee office. It's February 13th, 1957, going to the Riviera Hotel. And it is addressed to...
Oh, Harry Belafonte. Wow.
Yeah, Harry Belafonte. So it says, Dear Henry, today, this is great because this is Colonel, pure Colonel. Today is, in quotes, that great getting up morning, in quotes again. We know you will be a big hit like Danny Boy. If you don't, you will need Water Boy, and you will have to jump down, spin around, so be man smart, chimney smoke like the fox, and don't trip over acorns in the meadow. They're all song titles. And he goes on, there's more. It also goes on to say, pretty as a rainmaker and shouting Susan, Matilda, Matilda, or the Colonel will book you into Heartbreak Hotel. Singing when my blue moon turns to gold again. And you will be on your way in a upper berth on Mystery Train to catch a slow banana boat with John Henry representing Toll, my captain, wearing blue suede shoes, begging for any way you want me and don't be cruel, and singing I want you, I need you, I love you, from Sam Lewis. Our best to you, from Elvis and the Colonel, just two country boys, in quotes. So Colonel did that a lot. There were a lot of fun telegrams that went from Elvis and the Colonel to several celebrities, and he would use song lyrics and song titles in the telegram body to get his points across, to get his message across. And what's also interesting is that a lot of the fan mail that was sent to Graceland from the fans, especially back in the 50s, they wrote in song lyrics as well to Elvis. So it's kind of a fun little combination world there. So yeah, so this was to just one Harry Belafonte. And then this right here is on Colonel Tom Parker letterhead out of the Madison office. And this is a settlement statement from February 16th, 1961. And this is for the publishing, the Tree Publishing Company. So the contract that is being passed around, this is a settlement statement from that contract, but this is in 1961. So it's from Tree Publishing Company. It says royalties due to Elvis Presley for Heartbreak Hotel and Heartbreak Motel for a period ending December 31st, 1960. And the statement was for $841.31. And so these kind of receipts would accompany any checks that were sent from Colonel's office to Elvis to put in the bank for royalty statements. Isn't that kind of cool? So enough with the paper. We love to say that Elvis was, he's the king of rock and roll, but he also could have been known as the king of bling. And Linda Thompson likes to say, one thing you never heard Elvis say when he was dressed or had on his jewelry, is this too much? Is this too big? Should I go something smaller, more subtle? This first item I have here is a ring that was given to Elvis when he performed at the Louisiana Hayride in 1955. It's very simple. It was a pinky ring that was given to him.
That's awesome.
Isn't it cool? It's engraved inside as well.
So he actually wore this?
Yes, he actually wore it.
What does it say inside of it?
It's, I don't know if we can see it in the light. I can't see it in the light, but it does say, it's dated. That's how we knew what it was from. The lights have turned out that great. But, so that's a pretty simple ring. Very classy, very understated.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Holding a ring that Elvis wore. It's crazy.
This is
She's
a ring from
still
Elvis
shaking.
on tour.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
That's a gold nugget red ruby ring surrounded by diamonds that Elvis wore on one of his fingers on Elvis on Tour.
That's my favorite documentary too. That's amazing.
Well, now when you go back and watch him on stage, and you'll see that ring.
Is it when he's wearing the powder blue suit?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep. Isn't it beautiful?
Yes.
It's big too, isn't it? Compared to this.
Compared to the Louisiana Hayride ring, yeah.
Yeah. So we got the guys passing papers around. Hey, we have rings up here. If anybody wants to pass them around. Anyway, so I just thought I would bring a couple things out related to Colonel Parker. And then, of course, I had to do the Elvis on Tour ring because who saw Baz's video this morning on Instagram? We have a major new movie coming out, debuting in September at the Toronto Film Festival called Epic, Elvis Presley in Concert. And like Baz says, it's not a concert film and it's not a documentary, but it's Elvis telling his story in his words, and it's the concert, the Elvis concert of your dreams. Tom, Dean beat you back here, he gets the bling.
I'll have one.
Y'all watch this. So Angie, when will that documentary be out where we can all see it?
That's a good question.
Oh, come on,
I
man.
can't share yet.
Trying to get info out of you.
But the footage they had today was amazing. Just clear. He had that's the way it is, built over his shoulder. It was rehearsal. It was in the red shirt. Every time I see footage from it, I just get more excited.
Well, and I guess it was last month where he teased where he had colorized the Block Arena. Was it the Block Arena show?
Last month he was talking about the Hawaii show.
Yeah.
Because when they were doing research for this project, Baz had said he wanted to come look at our archives. And I'm like, well, if you're doing that's the way it is, and Elvis on Tour, Warner Brothers has all that. And he goes, no, he goes, I want to come look, and I know that I'll give you my vision when I get there. And so when he told me what he was looking for, we went to the back and we were looking through, literally, he was holding up tape to see what was on the film reel. And one of the film reels he found was the show that Elvis did in Hawaii in November of 1967.
I want one just like it.
And we actually
Mom, did you get that?
purchased that
Take a picture of
whole
that.
film footage. It's about an hour of film. And what it was is J.D. Moore's mom and dad actually went to Hawaii with Elvis. They were part of the gang. And they filmed Elvis on the boat going over, but they also filmed their own vacation. So we went to a luau with them, we go to the hotel with them, we go all over with them. And then in the middle of the footage is 10 minutes in color of Elvis in the Golomé suit on stage. No audio, but 10 minutes. And he played to the camera because he knew the camera guy because he was traveling with him. And so as soon as we saw the footage way back when, it was like, yes, we're buying it. We want it for the collection. And you've seen bits and pieces of it in different formats that we've put out, but you've never seen the whole 10 minutes. So Baz has the whole 10 minutes.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be an exciting fall in the Elvis world.
Are you going to the Toronto Film Festival, Angie? Angie's a world traveler, if you didn't know.
Elvis might make an appearance there.
Yeah.
Maybe? I don't know yet. We have to see. I'm hoping.
Well, I saw that one. I think it's September 7th is when it'll debut, the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the Toronto Film
Toronto
Festival.
Film Festival,
So.
yes. Yeah.
Exciting.
Very exciting. Especially the last image that Baz used on the Toronto Film Festival website is Elvis with the eyelet belt on, the plain jumpsuit with the eyelet belt, which up until I saw some footage when I was in LA of they were working with, I didn't realize that that was another jumpsuit that was filmed for That's the Way It Is. I knew we had the four. We had the fringe, we had the red ladder, we had the poncho, we had the leather and chains. But now we have a fifth identified jumpsuit because of the footage.
Sweet.
Yeah, which is
It's
really
exciting.
exciting. It is, it's so exciting.
What do you do when he calls and comes over here, Baz?
What do I do?
Yeah, what does he? I know what you do. You're like, what do you need, Baz?
I'm like, what do you want to do? What do you want to look at?
Yeah.
It's always a lot of fun because he's basically one of EPE's and Elvis's greatest advocates right now. And everything so far has been great. And so when he comes, he always has a vision of what he's looking for. And so when he was here earlier this year looking through the archives, we actually shipped lots of original footage out to LA to have it digitized for the film and got it shipped back. But him wanting to make the announcement to let everyone know it was actually happening, we were sitting in my office and he goes, I need to do something for social, where can I do it? I'm like, you want to go out front? And so we did it right in the middle of the day in front of the mansion. It was like, that just seemed so appropriate to be able to do that there. So it's always fun when we get visitors like that in the archives.
No, that is cool. That is real cool.
Because a piece of film to us could just be a piece of film, but to him, he has this whole vision already.
He's telling a story.
Yes. Yeah. And he describes it as they build a spine for the show, and then they add to that spine to fulfill the whole package.
Cool.
So.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it's lots of fun, and these are just a few things I thought I would bring over from the Colonel exhibit, and some bling from the, Elvis on Tour that we're probably going to see very close up, and a lot of footage up in the new Baz Lurhman documentary.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you, Angie!
Did you see the red furniture?
Yes, I love the red furniture. I really want one of those lamps with the oil, the mineral spirits. That's so cool. And we got a lot of emails after we talked about that on the Graceland feed about people whose grandparents had them, or my aunt or uncle had one. But it seems like most of them that I've seen, because I did look on eBay, are broken.
Yes.
And they're still like $1,000.
Well, ours, up until about a month ago, were also in disrepair. Because they've been stored in the attic, and then they went to the barn before they went to our warehouse. There's actually 4 of them. 2 of them are still in the warehouse, but the 2 that our in-house electrician, Jason, worked meticulously on to carefully restore and get working are the 2 that you see on display.
Is one of them that's not on display a hanging one?
It's the one that was above the piano, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I wonder-
It's longer, so the strings are longer.
Yeah.
But I love them because my grandma had one.
See?
And I bet you anyone who ever in the 70s went up to an oil lamp, you had to touch it. Yes. And I remember being little and going to my grandma's house and going, ooh, it's hot. And then go, no, it's not. And then she would obviously get on to me for touching her lamp.
Then you wipe your hand on the couch and that gets you in trouble.
Yeah, because the mineral oil and
No, it's really cool though. I encourage everybody to go check that out in the new Colonel exhibit. And I have read Peter's book. It's amazing.
It really is.
It really is.
It really tells a balanced story.
Yes.
And it's not like he's trying to convince you one way or the other. Everyone has an opinion on Colonel, good and or bad. And managers both are good and bad guys sometimes. They have to be. But Peter's book is it's very well spoken, very well told, and you still get to determine in the end. And just, me and Tom were talking earlier, every page he's learning something new. I was too. Yeah. And when we were putting the exhibit together, I literally had to stop myself, or we would have, every wall would have just been all text panels, because every time they had a story about something, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that's important, and this is important. And I think the one takeaway that I took away from the book was how loyal Colonel was. How many connections that he made before he ever was in the entertainment business that we know, because he took those people from when he had nothing to when he was managing Elvis, like Ed Bonja, the photographer, Al Devorian, the Rinaldi printing company
These are
guy.
all people he knew before.
All people he knew way before he knew who Elvis was. And my favorite story is in the archives, we have these massive scrapbooks. There's about 88 of them, and they chronicle Colonel's and Elvis's basic career. And we always used to say the Diskin sisters did them because they were the 2 secretaries in the office. I'm reading Peter's book, and the Diskin sisters did work in the office, but Marie, Colonel's wife, met a lady at the beauty parlor getting her hair done. She was a divorced mother of 2. Her name was Clanny, and she was looking for work. So Marie comes home, tells Colonel about this lady she just met, and the next day Colonel gives her a job, and her job is to create the scrapbooks that we now have. And she continued to work for Colonel all of those years. So, those are just some tidbits that no one probably even the Colonel probably didn't want people to know that Peter's putting out there. So, Yeah, it's all interesting.
It is.
But being the good marketer he was, a lot of the folklore that surrounds Colonel put out himself.
Was him.
It was him.
The whole
He-
dog catcher party thing.
Yeah.
He totally played that
He
thing.
played
out.
it all up, and he
Yeah.
was the one that was giving that perception.
Yeah, he totally did that. That's what was surprising to me when I was reading. I was like, wow, all these things I've heard about him were all that
Yeah.
he put out there.
Mhm,
Pretty
yeah,
amazing.
exactly.
Okay.
Well, I hope everyone has a great Elvis week. We have so much more that's going on this week.
Yeah, it's only Tuesday.
Dean, did you run away with my ring?
I was just looking for your ring.
Okay. Well, happy fan celebration.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Y'all give it up again for Angie Marquez, Vice President of Archives here at Graceland.